everyone, and welcome to day 7 of my 25 days of Christmas movie reviews, and I've got Home Alone 2: Lost in New York. The sequel to one of the funniest Christmas movies ever has little boy Kevin McAllister back to cause a ruckus, and this time he's alone in the Big Apple. As far as the story goes, it is different this time around, and instead of being at home, Kevin's got the whole city of New York to play with. And it's not just the toys that he's after. He's running away from the same two bad guys from the first movie as they are plotting to rob a toy store. Now, I am not a huge fan of Macaulay Culkin. I really haven't been, even when he was a kid. I think I was still scarred for life after The Good Son. If you've seen that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He plays the same genius character, Kevin, who's ousted by his family, and he feels like he's alone and can't really defend himself against his siblings and his parents, and he just feels really bad. So you kind of see that he has this either jealousy streak or he's just out to cause some disturbances, and he really doesn't mean to, but he does, and it's kind of annoying. He does not get to spend Christmas time with his family because they're off to Florida and he's in New York, so it's two different parts of the United States. And I mean, he's got this huge grin on his face, like he's up to no good, but he's very resourceful, and if he's not careful, he could get into trouble, which technically he does in this movie. Otherwise, this movie wouldn't be going on for about 2 hours, which it did. I felt like he was kind of asking for it, and especially like when he had a fight with his family. So, I mean, even though he didn't mean to miss the flight to Florida with his family, maybe he should have been paying more attention to how much he cares about his family instead of caring about himself, which he kind of did. This movie does have a slightly big cast of well-known actors, especially ones that I know. You've got Joe Pesci and his buddy Marv, Tim Curry, Rob Schneider, and the Pigeon Lady. So you know that stuff's gonna go down. It's a mix of, really hilarious acting, and it really just had me laughing the entire time because it was cute and it was funny, and I still think this is the best movie. I don't even care about the first Home Alone movie. This is the movie to see. Whether it is during the holidays, Christmas time, or just any time of the year, definitely see this movie because, I mean, it is just so good, and I loved it, and I would never stop watching it because it's just got a lot going on, and so that's why it's kind of good that it's got the 2-hour time frame. But I feel like sometimes it does drag on a bit, so that's kind of the downside of watching this movie. But I mean, it's got a decent plot, so I'm down with that. But the only thing that's kind of sucky is that you've got this dumbass kid who says, like he should have been on a child leash, but he says, I'm in New York. Either way, he was still having fun and enjoying vacation, all the while sort of like getting pampered and being in one of the best hotels in New York. So I guess that was really cool, and that would be a real treat for any kid, but I don't understand how that could be possible nowadays. I don't see anybody letting their kids get out of sight, and I don't know, I feel like I've heard a story like that, but either way, parents should be ashamed of themselves, especially Kevin's, because he must have not wanted to go back to find his parents until he ended up getting in trouble at the hotel. So he should have left the hotel right away, especially when he knew that there was a problem. But I guess he just was still holding a grudge, still pissed off. So I don't know. This movie was pretty crazy. It had a lot of heart to it, so I really enjoyed watching it, and I would definitely recommend checking this out if you haven't seen it. I don't understand why you wouldn't have seen it. But at least if you were still a fan of the first Home Alone movie, definitely check out this one. And I heard that there's like stupid sequels out there, like Home Alone 3 with a different actor than Macaulay Culkin, so I would say skip that. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. So overall, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York was a really good, fun-filled holiday film. I would definitely see it over and over again, but I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and come back tomorrow for day 8 of my 25 days of Christmas movie reviews. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.